That was one of the best parts of the day for me. That little couple of miles just before the stadium, magnificent.
We came here 3 times, Des. I should have said Liverpool came 3 times while I was playing at the club. 71, 74 and 77. We came 3 times and it was, you know, it was a fantastic occasion, a magnificent occasion, and we won in 74.
And just to confirm, in case you've tuned in, Mountfield does play for Everton today. He passed a fairly strict fitness test this morning and is in the team, and Adrian Heath is the substitute. He's become, I know he hates this phrase, but he's become something of a super sub for them this season. Yeah, I mean, I think he's very unfortunate. I think today is what the one lad today I will feel sorry for and feel something for Adrian, because I think any other team in the country, no danger, straight into it.
I think he's an outstanding player, very underrated. In fact, I think he's even a bit, it sounds silly, not getting in the team, but he's unfortunately not getting in the England squad.
That's right.
Because he's so versatile. He can play up front, link between the midfield or playing midfield, not a problem.
Incredible when you think of the struggle we've had to score goals in English football, and he's not even in the Everton side.
Liverpool players, of course, enjoying the atmosphere inside the stadium at the moment, and as became clear in that feature just now, it's very much an international squad of players, isn't it? And we still don't know whether an English-born player will be in the side today. Having said that, Mark Lawrenson, of course, plays for the Republic of Ireland, but was born in Lancashire. And
we must be destroyed now. His grandmother's in Southend.
That makes a change. I feel quite happy there. I feel quite happy today.
Kenny Dalglish knows exactly what he's going to do today, but we still await confirmation of the... Can you believe, Emlyn, that he leaves at this... They obviously...
No, the players would have known. The players would have known the first thing this morning. Oh, they would have known yesterday, I would imagine.
Think so?
He says not,
kept it from. I believe he'll have kept it to himself and sworn them to secrecy. But they must have known yesterday. You can't travel down to a cup final not knowing if you're going to play or not. I would have thought so myself.
I don't know. I think McKennie just might have kept it to himself. You know, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if there's a couple out there still don't know if they're going to be playing.
We've been sat here since 12 o'clock discussing who's going to play in that, and it must be the first cup final ever where nobody's known the teams coming up to the 3 o'clock. You know, I mean, the public's not known because it's always been...
know the Everton team
sides have been named days and days before.
Still await confirmation of the Liverpool side. But your theory is that Lawrenson will play.
I can't see them not playing Lawrenson, Des. They've got to play Lawrenson. He's such a good player.
I think even if Gillespie's fit, he'll play 5 at the back. I think it'll be very similar to the side. If they're all fit, it wouldn't surprise me if he plays the same side that won at Chelsea did.
Do you think he'll leave McMahon out?
I think he'd leave McMahon out,
and
yeah.
What about Moby? Would Moby sort of play that sweeper role, do you think?
No, I think he'll play like the 3 bit with Gillespie. I would think he'll play Gillespie, Hansen and Lawrenson as 3 at the back. You know, and push his 2 full-backs right on, I would think, like at Chelsea last week. I mean, it must be very difficult for him after last week to actually physically go and change the side.
It's not even what's happened afterwards. For him to go into that game plan like that, it must be the favourite way he feels about playing, because that was the most difficult game of the season for him.
I think, to be fair, last week, I think he felt himself that he probably only needed the draw. You know, because he was depending on, you know, Everton getting something against West Ham.
But he's played that a lot. He's played that a lot of times.
He has, Terry, an awful lot.
In a defensive fashion.
An awful lot.
If your fullbacks are really driving on, it's not necessarily a defensive way of playing.
Oh yeah, of course.
There's not many people that've got 3 players that can play on the back. Like
that's right.
They're all good in the ball.
All come forward.
All good on the ball.
Good on the ball as well.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, tremendous.
The Everton boys are about to arrive now.
If they can get in.
I don't know, there was a doorman on there this morning who tried to keep a few of us out.
He had the right idea, as keep us all out.
They're all getting pretty used to that now. Certainly a few of them are, anyway.
Do you think that'll make any difference today, the fact that, you know, half a dozen of the Everton squad have played here the last couple of years, and Liverpool haven't at all?
I think an FA Cup final is different. I mean, every year, I think no matter how many times you came and played here in an FA Cup final, I think, certainly I felt that the 2 consecutive years, I wasn't any more comfortable the second year. Probably more nervous the second year than I was, you know, the first year I played.
I think there's 2 ways of looking at it. One, Everton's been there more times, but I think Everton's got more to lose today.
Oh, I agree with you.
I think that where they might lose a bit on those Liverpool perhaps not playing a long while, they're a little bit more comfortable. They've got a trophy under their belt. and they can say, well, we want to win like mad, but at the same time, if we've done something, wherever that feeling they've got, I really think we've got to do it. Sometimes goes the wrong way and makes them just go a little bit too far.
I think knowing the lads out there, I don't think they're like that. I mean, I don't think they'll be that wrapped up that, you know, we've got to win it, we've got to win it. I think they'll go out and they'll play as normal, and I think they feel that they're good enough to win. Yeah, and I know this is, as we're saying, this is the last chance of winning anything. And you know, to think 2 years like they've had, the thought of actually finishing the season with nothing must be terrible. Must be frightening for Howard, actually.
He showed that, didn't he? Just at the end there when he said we're going to win.
We want to win it.
Well, now the Everton players will be coming into the ground in just a moment or two. But now let's move down to the pitch, because I think Bob Wilson down there is able to talk to one or two of the Liverpool players. Bob.
Yes, well, I've got Craig Johnston with me, the multinational man, as it were, Craig, really, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I suppose so, but I've got Aussie parents, just got a British passport, so, you know, I'm a bit of everything, really.
Congratulations are in order from us, aren't they, for the birth of your second baby girl, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Little Cassie Johnston. She was born on Thursday, and we won the League Championship on Saturday, and hopefully we'll make it a triple today.
Where's your wife at the moment and the baby?
Well, I'd just like to say hello to her. She's still in the hospital. She won't be out till Monday, but she's got a great big television set provided by the hospital, so just like to say hello to Cassie and Jenny now.
That's lovely. Congratulations on that, Craig. Just a word about the pitch, because we have the feeling that it's perhaps been cut a little bit too long.
Yeah, well, on purpose, it is long. On purpose, myself and Stevie Nicol walked down this right-hand side, and it's very, very muddy. It's a bit of a disgrace. It's totally opposite to that other side, which is quite good. But this side's a bit of a disgrace.
All right, Craig, enjoy your afternoon. Thanks very much.
Right. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Coming to join us straight away, Kenny Dalglish. Ken, hello. We've just been talking, Craig and I, about the length of the grass, which we feel is possibly a fraction too long.
I suppose the team that loses will complain about it, and the one that wins will think it's great.
It's quite muddy, isn't it, on the far side as well?
I don't know, Bob. I've got new shoes on. I didn't fancy going over there.
The other interesting thing from our point of view, can you at this moment tell us the team selection?
Well, the lads know the team now, so there's no secret.
Will you tell us?
Gary Gillespie had the virus, and unfortunately he can't play. Steve McMahon sub, Kevin McDonald's playing, Dan Mulvin.
Mark LAWRENSON?
He's playing in Gary Gillespie's place.
So Gary Gillespie is the unfortunate one on the day?
No, because Paul Walsh and Samuel here are unfortunate as well. And it was as much a disappointment for me telling them as what it was for them to hear it. Unfortunately, they weren't allowed to fill 14, so something I've got to do.
Marvellous first season for you, player for the manager of the year as well, Kenny.
Well, anything that my fans only been because of the lads, and I'm eternally grateful to them. We'd love to win today. If we don't win, we've still had an absolutely magnificent season.
It's been wonderful. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Good luck. Here's Ian Rush with me, the man who everybody talks about scoring the goals, but you don't look at it like that, Ian, do you? You think it's a shared responsibility?
Yeah, I think it's a shared responsibility. I said, even for the players who are not playing today, I think it's all a team game. And if you can go out there and we get to Wembley, you can only play 11 players. Players are going to be disappointed, but at the end of the day, it's all a team game.
Kevin Ratcliffe, really you face, your Welsh colleague, the Welsh international colleague.
Yeah, I've had a lot of good battles against Kevin. Now, he's very pacey in that, but I think today looks like it's going to be the battle of wits between me and him. But hopefully we'll come out on top. If we can get a few balls, which I can run onto, hopefully I might just get a better of him. And it's up to me to do the rest then.
Quite heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of grass on the pitch, so I think the sun's out and everything, so I think it might be a bit leg weary. So we've just got to keep going and hopefully try and do the job over 90 minutes, because I think after 90 minutes, I think there could be mistakes.
Ian, thanks very much. Good luck. Thanks.
We know what he meant about grass on the pitch. What do you make about what do you make of the composition of the Liverpool side now? McDonald in the team.
I didn't even contemplate him playing Kerry McDonald. It wasn't in the way I'd thought about it. I thought he would have played. Gillespie was fit. I thought he'd have played Gillespie, LAWRENSON in midfield. Gillespie's not fit, so he's just slotted LAWRENSON back in there now. And he's gone.
I think probably the fact that McDonald has played. I think, did he play at Chelsea? I'm sure he played at Chelsea.
He did, yes.
And I think the fact that he's played, I think Steve's had a few injuries recently, and he hasn't really played. Yeah, he hasn't really played many games. And that's probably swayed it in Kevin McDonald's favour. I'm pleased for the lad because he's one of these type of players. He's had a hard time at Liverpool, you know, over the last couple of years since he's been there. And the fans have got on to him from time to time. You know, and he's an honest lad. He won't do them any harm to do.
Not an England player on the Liverpool side. It's incredible, isn't it? Not one. Not an England player.
I'm quite pleased with that.
Oh, you would be, knowing you.
What about you, Terry? What do you think of that?
Well, it's obviously that's where he's been a bit shocked by the virus because it's something he wasn't ready for, and although it's gone right up to it's not normal to leave this late. He wants to think about it, and I expect he's felt about the blend of the team. I think that if another player was injured, he might have played McMahon, but because he's come out from the back, it might just set the blend up a little bit better, and I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
It seems as though he has all season anyway.
And done too bad so far.
Yeah. Well, so much for these guys. Let's now hear from our real experts for the big occasion.
Well, it's a marvellous day.
It is, yeah.
Yes, a unique occasion in sporting history, this is.
What, you mean another FA Cup, you mean? That's not very unique, is it, really? Because, like, I think there was one last year, because if I remember, you was actually here, you know.
Yeah, no, this is no ordinary FA Cup, mate. Right, no, this is the first time that the two giants of the game have met in the FA Cup final.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Liverpool and their old rivals, Everton.
Oh, yeah. It's like the Northwest versus the Southeast, isn't it?
Eh?
Isn't like Everton, like, isn't it? It's just outside Brighton, isn't it? Like you go right through Hove, right on the A4, right?
Yeah.
And then
you drive about 5.5 hours northwards, and you get to Everton. That's right.
Do you?
It's in Liverpool, isn't
it? How's it in Liverpool then? Like,
look.
Yeah.
You know, the River Mersey.
That's right. Yeah.
You've got Liverpool. You've got the River Mersey.
Yeah.
Ferry across the Mersey.
Right. Yeah. With that Jerry Marsden and his pacemaker.
That's the one. That's the one. Now. On the one side, you've got Liverpool.
That's right, yeah.
Right?
That's right, yeah.
You take your ferry across your Mersey.
That's right, yeah.
Then you're in Everton.
Oh, yeah.
Everton,
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, Everton. Yeah. The Reds.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Come on, you Reds. You Reds. All those songs they sing.
Yeah, Everton, Everton, Everton. Everton, Everton, Everton. Everton, Everton, Everton. Yeah. What's the Liverpool song? How does that go?
Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool.
It's no wonder, is it, that town gave birth to the Beatles.
Well, it's a genuinely musical
They know how to write
setting.
songs, don't they?
But it's a great game.
Yeah.
It's a big derby, of course.
Is it? Yeah.
Well, it is. It's a derby match.
Oh, yeah.
It's very, very important for Liverpool.
Is it?
Obviously, well, because, you know, I mean, if they win this, then they've got a double, you see.
Yeah.
They've got the league and
the derby.
And the derby. Yeah.
Well, of course, I thought that was a horse race, though, the derby, isn't it?
No, you're thinking of the National.
Oh, yeah, I think the National, like, that is a theatre, I think. Isn't that what the National is?
No.
No.
But suffice it to say, mate, it is a culmination.
Yeah, an epitome.
An epitome.
Like a climax.
A climax, if you will.
Yes.
Of a great week for British football.
Is it? How is that then?
Well, I mean, the World Cup squad, you see, is now gathered and ready.
Yeah. Yes.
And the manager, Robbie Bobson.
Yeah.
He's said that we're going to Mexico.
Yeah.
And he's pledged to his fans he's not coming back empty-handed.
Oh, right. He'd probably bring that bottle of whiskey and 200 fags, I should think, if he's got any sense. Mind you, that won't go far with it. If they're all them England fans, I shouldn't think like if they shared them out, they probably wouldn't get more than one drag, right?
No,
maybe just like he's just brought them back for the Fulham fans, so then they get 2 packs each.
No,
don't you think that's...
No. I'm talking about the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
The World Cup.
Oh, yeah, that whole thing, yeah.
The Jules Verne Trophy, as it was called.
Then? I didn't know that that Jules Verne, he was that interested in football, was he?
You kidding, mate? Blimey. I mean, in his day, it was very... Well, I'll tell you, in his day, they had 2,000 leagues under the sea. I mean, they just run out of room for football pitches on land.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I mean, that's how popular the game was.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And then, of course, and then he wrote his famous one, of course, around the World Cup in 80 days.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean, it's a very, very big game.
Yeah.
Very big game for him.
You were just saying out like it was a big week for football.
For football?
Oh, yeah.
Marvellous week for football. Yeah. Except for the European Cup final, of course.
Yeah, that was, What happened there, then?
Well, Bucharest won it, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, 0-0.
That's clever, isn't it, to win it with a score like that?
Mind you, because their goalkeeper's a national hero now.
Is he?
Behind the Iron Curtain. He's gone back. Oh, yeah. I mean, they've made him a colonel in the army.
Yeah.
A captain in the navy.
That's right, yeah.
And he gets an extra potato with his goulash every leap year now.
Does he really? Yeah. Well, that's the trouble with footballers today, isn't it, really? Don't you think? Pampered, really.
Pampered.
Yeah.
They never change. They never get better. Confirmation, then, of the Liverpool side. And the story is that Kevin McDonald plays in the team. Gary Gillespie was unfit this morning, and Steve McMahon will be the substitute. And confirmation of the Everton team, which of course we knew earlier in the day, is that Mountfield was past fit this morning, plays at number 5, and Adrian Heath is once again the substitute for the Everton team. Well, now the Everton players are out on the pitch, some of them, and I can tell you that they were making certain signs up in this direction to Andy Gray. I'm not quite sure what they had in mind for you, Andy.
Well, they were taking the Michael as usual.
They were taking
but they look very relaxed and really pleased, like, and they seem quite settled. I'm sure they're all looking forward to it. Dying to get on with it now. Having got here. But they're looking fine form, the lads.
It's some occasion for them, wasn't it? Yeah. You know, first ever Mersey final.
Well, of course, a vital man here today will be Bobby Mimms, who's done such a wonderful job in recent weeks in the team. And I think he's down there now. He certainly is, and he's able to talk with Bob Wilson.
Bobby, this is quite a far removed from Rotherham. Last May, I think you were still there, weren't you?
That's right, yeah. I came after the cup final to Everton. It was tremendous, brilliant.
Have you really enjoyed it since Neville got that injury?
Yeah, every bit of it. It's been brilliant. It's just been one big game after another. It's been dead easy to get yourself psyched up for the games and that.
How do you feel about the goal mouth today? I noticed you having a quick look there. Everybody's commenting about the length of the grass and how heavy it is.
Well, the grass is long and there's been a lot of rain, but still in good nick, as always. Brilliant.
And you're really looking forward to it?
Yeah, tremendous.
We wish you all the best,
right,
Bobby.
thank you very much.
Good luck.
See you later.
Yes, and Gary Lineker's joining me now. Gary,
hi, mate.
Are you well?
Yeah, lovely, yeah.
Liverpool are chasing the double, but you've already got the double of your own.
Yeah, I've won a couple of awards, but I'd swap them both to win today. It's a fabulous atmosphere, and I'm looking forward to it immensely.
What do you feel about the conditions today?
It's a little bit soft, but there's plenty of grass on the pitch, probably much more than there usually is at Wembley, and it's a bit boggy in the middle, but it's just fabulous to be here. I don't really care what the pitch is like.
Can I have a word with you about the boots you're going to wear? Because somebody's been saying you had some new boots. They weren't much good, and you reverted to the old ones.
That's right. I went a spell where I never scored, then I got injured with these boots on, so I got back my lucky ones that I'd scored a few goals with, and I got the Mendes Adidas, fixed them all up for me, did a tremendous job, and I've got playing in them again. The only game I missed, unfortunately, because they forgot to put them in the skip, was against Oxford, and I didn't score that day and we lost, so they'll be on today, that's for sure.
39 goals so far. You're taking to Mexico, aren't you?
Oh, they'll be there, yeah.
Good luck to you, Gary. And I have Graeme Sharp joining me. Graeme, I've got a little bit of a special here for you, because if you put these cans on, there's a mate of yours, Andy Gray, who's up in our gantry there, and I'd like a word with you. So, Andy, if you're there, here's Graeme.
You hear me, Sharpie, all right?
How you doing, Andy?
Not bad, pal. How you feeling? You feeling all right?
Thanks very much for telling me that.
You got it all right? That's £2.40 you owe me then.
Oh, usually takes out for me anyway afterwards. So, thanks very much.
All the best, lad.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, Andy. Graeme, you're looking forward to the game, obviously.
Yes, it's the third time we've been here, but I think every time it's always something special. Just coming out today, saving it again. Fantastic. Getting a bit nervous now.
3 years on the bounce?
Yes, hopefully we can go one better than we did last year. We're looking forward to it. Everybody's quietly confident, so it's looking forward to a good game.
Enjoy it, Graeme. Good luck to you.
Thanks very much.
And Kevin Ratcliffe's joining us, the skipper.
Hello, Bob.
Kevin, you're happy with everything as regards the team? We've been obviously very concerned about Derek Mountfield.
Yeah, there was a little bit of doubt early on in the week, but I think he's recovered fully now. He went out this morning, it's no reaction from it, so that's great, full side.
It's a wonderful occasion. Am I coming here today? You see the two sets of fans intermingling all the time.
Yeah,
wonderful.
It's great. I mean, you look around, there's blue and red everywhere. You know, every part of the ground, that's just great to see.
The one problem is that they've got one pot so far, and you're after the other one.
Yeah, well, that makes us a little bit more determined, I think, to get that one, because we'll never leave it down if they get the 2 anyway.
It promises to be a great game, doesn't it?
Well, let's hope it is anyway. Sure it will be.
Have a good game.
OK, thanks, Bob.
Thanks very much,
Cheers.
Kevin.
What a valid point that is. They'll be desperate to win it today here, Everton, and deprive Liverpool of that double. Well, that's what's been going on inside the stadium. Let's look outside the stadium once again now, and I still think there's a bit of a disturbance going on.
No, it's a London spectacle, isn't it? The Wembley FA Cup final, and if they ain't a London team playing, ought to make them play it up north. Not come down here with their marauding mobs, making a mess in London with their empty beer cans and their crisp packets, and being sick in everybody's front garden. It's us who has to clear it up. It's our bloody rates has to pay for clearing it up after they've gone, innit? Not their bloody rates. They don't pay rates up in Liverpool, do they? Liverpool Town Council, you bullshit bastards. I see Her Majesty the Queen don't come down anymore, do she? You can't blame her, really, can you? If one of her London teams playing, well, she might show a bit more interest, but not with the uncouth scarce lot playing. Can't expect her to sit up there in a raw box and listen to that sort of bloody language. The players I'm talking about, not the supporters, the bloody players, effing and blinding. Make them wash their mouths out with carbolic. But better still, give the referee a cane, let him whack him across the bare legs with it. That's all right for Philip. I mean, he's heard a bit of language in the Royal Navy, hasn't he? But even your Navy's not as bad as this. I'll bet the Queen's told the FA said, you can stick a football. If West Ham, my Uncle David's team ain't playing, the Duke of Windsor, God rest his soul, I don't want to watch no northern rubbish. I've got better things to do with my Saturday afternoon. I've got Philip take me up Safeways. Not coming down there to see them bloody scar-skits. Hooligans, isn't they? They've got us banned out of Europe. Here, did you see that European Cup final the other night on the telly? Pathetic, wasn't it, eh? 90 minutes, they couldn't score one bleeding goal. And they couldn't even score the penalties. Not a European Cup without us, is it? It's a bloody Wogs Cup, isn't it? Hey, and all because of a load of drunken scar-skits, we're banned out of Europe. They didn't want us banned out of Europe when Adolf Hitler was about, did they? No, it was all voulez-vous, Tommy, and parley avec moi ce soir, Tommy, and come and liberate us, Tommy. Now it's all piss off, Tommy, innit? I left them to Adolf Hitler. He'd have given them soccer hooligans, all right. Oh, blimey. I'll tell you something else. If old Gorbachev starts and the bloody Ruskies start, it'll all be, come back, Tommy, all is forgiven. And all because of a load of bloody scar-skits who couldn't hold their duty-free liquor. Brand them. Get a branding on them. Brand them for life. Brand them because the foreign soccer hooligans, muggers, rapists, unemployed, unemployable. So when we see them, we can whack them. And we know who they are, we can kick them and castrate them. And... Oh, Christ. Oh. Don't want to finish it all here. Bloody Scouse Cup final, do we? It's better. Ooh. Old Scottish remedy, that is. Alternative medicine. Brewed up in your islands, that is. There's remedy for raw mornings and even colder nights. Why your job to put it in a porridge, isn't it? You've got nothing on but a kilt. You want something warming going down there, don't you? Put it off. Up your hammers!
Well, we always like to give you a nice level-headed point of view on the day of the big occasion. Well, you know that a certain Mr. Joe Johnston won that big snooker occasion last week, and many congratulations to him. We're going to show you a couple of guys now who can play that game. They can definitely play this game, and they can also play snooker too. It took place at the Southport Snooker Club. The commentator, Jack Carnham, and it's now over to your MC, Mr. Tony Gubber.
Would you welcome the two players, please, for this special FA Cup Snooker Challenge from Liverpool, the era international defender, capped 36 times by the Republic, Mark LAWRENSON. And from Everton, the England striker, shortly bound for Mexico, Gary Lineker. And the referee for this best of 3 frames match, Jim Thorpe.
First frame, Gary Lineker to break. What's your hamstring?
You'll need to watch more than that by the time all this is through, and let's hope they can smile like this after the match. So, Mark, doesn't look too bad a player. Shapes up nicely, sticks his elbow out of it, but and he'll need to be nearer than that tomorrow.
I was.
Well, they're certainly happy. They've been scratching around for a little while, so they've a couple of reds on here, and let's see how you can do with these. And that's not a bad start. Now, if he can take this yellow into the right-hand corner, he might be in with a chance here. And he's lost the smiles and now getting a bit of concentration. He shapes up quite nicely, and so he should, but that's not good enough.
It'll be a long programme.
One to Gary Lineker.
Long programme indeed.
Oh, do me a favour, yeah. Who's that? That your brother?
Well, they tell me that Gary's quite a good player, so Mark's got to pull his socks up.
Thanks, Dad.
I think he heard me there.
One.
Well, he'll never get a better chance than this. Now we can just see whether he's learnt anything from his professional tutor. Well, that's a pity the black won't spot, but he's got a chance here to get down off the side cushion there, get nicely on the red, on the black rather. He just wants to be below that black. And suddenly he's got the audience paying attention. No Wembley roar here, of course. And that looks pretty good. Perhaps a fraction too far. I wanted the red furthest down the table of these two. So he's got to be a little bit brave to take this. Just try to miss that red beside the cushion there, just to get back on the black. Oh dear, and he's made the kiss, but never mind.
17.
Well, if he's a brave lad here, he'll knock that black into the corner and screw back. Let's see how well he can do that. Oh, a bit tasty there. Oh, that's a beauty. And he's certainly laying the
24.
chalk on.
Romantic crowd, isn't it?
Well, he could have gone for the black there, but he's nicely on the brown here, and this should set him up for the reds. And fair dues, he's playing very nicely.
29. 30.
Needs to be right on this one. And all set for a 50 here.
37. Foul. 37 to Gary Lineker.
Oh, well, now. Well, that's what international referees do for you. What a pity. Just fouled the blue there with his sleeve.
Right.
So, now then, a couple of shots later, and he's struggling here. And he's left one. And he looks a bit glum, doesn't he? Leans on the wall. Clean the white at this stage.
Must be money at stake here.
They must be playing for money. Hey, there's no rule for that. That could cost him the frame. Oh, well, there certainly can't be money on it.
That'd be right if he's trying to cheat.
Excuse me in the audience.
Do I need snookers, Jimmy, or what?
Well, he didn't put him off.
4. Keep him there.
So Gary well ahead now, and whilst they may be having fun, he'll be pleased to win this first frame.
5.
And what about that? Well, it's a cracking pot.